Welcome to We Split the Party. We're going to be recording our session 0.5s in two different groups. One with our friends Mark and Emily here. They're wonderful and amazing. And another following. So this is part one of the series. I'd like to thank you all for joining. And we're just going to jump right in. Are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
We start our little adventure within Fono, a small town on the northern coast of Torvea. You can hear the soft crashes of waves, conversations of the common folk buying and selling goods throughout the market streets, and the smell. Oh, the smell, the aroma that Fono breathes is pungent. An invisible bog of spices and exotic foods. It's intoxicating. The sounds of sizzling oils, frying vegetables, and the hiss of grilling fish would give a traveler arriving for the first time feel like they're being thrust into a kitchen prepping for foreign royalty. Curved clay roofing covers simple buildings and structures that clutter the city streets. Rocky beaches have passers-by resting and enjoying the early afternoon air. A warm breeze mixes the scents of the ocean with the aroma of the city. The docks have people unloading, stocked fishing boats and large trade ships filled with spices from far northern lands. We're going to start with Echo. Meandering through the city streets yourself, looking to procure a ship and a captain. A little hurriedly, what would you like to do?
Hello there. Hello.
An older, elvish man kind of walks up. He's like, excuse me, sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm wondering if you know anywhere I can find a boat. Well, I mean, I'm not one of those.
I could probably find a boat. What kind of boat are you looking for? I'm a good friend of the dockmaster.
Oh. Are you?
Of course, we go way back. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for passage to Seychelles Rest.
Seychelles Rest? Kind of takes a step back. Okay, follow me. And he begins to walk through. You see he's got like a light coat on that drags a little low like a trench. Short hair that's kind of a little frizzy at the edge. He begins to like lead you through the city streets. And walks past the docks.
I mean, the docks are back.
You want passage to Seychelles Rest, no?
Yes.
I wouldn't be blathering about pirate cities within Fono.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Seychelles Rest has quite the rapport in Fono. We try to stay out of their way as much as possible, but...
Oh.
Officially, they are. But mercenary trade band, but they're pirates, so...
Oh,
I will get that boat for you. And he like leaves you near the edges of the docks where they kind of meet with like the greater city that has like the laboring area and some of the like lower class buildings. What would you like to do?
He's kind of rocking on my heels a little bit.
As a few moments goes by, and you see him like...
I'm going to go somewhere.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Where do you go? There's like the greater dock system. You haven't been in Fono for too long. There's the dock system. There's like an upper class livery area where like the spice trade here is quite lucrative. Or there's like a lower class like trades living area, but the market square is massive.
I'm gonna go towards the market square, where I see the most where I see the most interesting things.
Cool. Okay. Heading towards the market square, the bustle gets a little louder as people are, beginning to trade their wares once more, and the stench gets stockier.
I pull my scarf a little bit tighter towards my face.
Nice. All right. There's a few passers-by who give you a bit of an odd look, but think not too much of it. What are you looking for?
Anything. Looking for spices. I'm looking for people. I'm looking for something to look at.
Cool. Roll an investigation check for me.
I believe in you, Mark.
2.
Nice. Wonderful. So,
First roll of the campaign.
yeah. So, you. Okay.
You
Circle back around onto the same guy.
So yes, you begin to like meander throughout the city and just looking around. You're like, that's a good trade, but nah, probably no. I'm looking for something interesting. These guys are just trading spices. You eventually make your way to like the more upper class area of the city. Some of the houses have like personal guards out front, some walls around circling off their land, and you see for a moment that older gentleman who looks at you, quickly looks away, and begins to scuttle. That's where we'll leave you. Thorn. Whole new layout. So you're in the tavern, half cocked off your brain as there's food like sprawled around at the table and you've just woken up. The waitress, Nivea, has come over to you and she's like, excuse me, miss, please, you made quite a racket last night. I figured I'd just let you sleep. But our customers are beginning to come in for the morning. I would really love for you to pack your things, pay your bill, and either move on or pay for a night. Because you didn't last night. Is there something wrong? You were quite aggressive last night. What's...
I'm so sorry. What happened exactly? I don't really remember.
She's drank. Philip, she's drank too much. Oh, it's fine. That happens. So that's 2 silver for the night and 4 silver for all the food.
Oh, okay. I just like start looking through my bag. Do I even have any money?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
You know, I'm so sorry. I had my money in here somewhere.
Right. Oh, Philip. Right. You see like a fairly like heavy set older man comes out. He's like bald, but just like a scruff of a beard. He's wearing a white apron that's just got like grease and whatever over. He's like, what's your problem? And she just gives a look and he's like, oh. Okay, come on, get out.
I just like grab all my stuff and I'm just like running out the door.
Oh, God. And slams the door closed. And stay out! Opens it up again. Cool. Sorry. And stay out! You're thrust into the city streets of a coastal town. The water's on the north side. Yeah, the north side. And the smell, once again. You get the full whiff of Fono and its expedients. What would you like to do?
Oh, man. Excuse me, mister?
You see like a younger page boy who's kind of running out handing flyers, and he's like, yes? Or?
I'm sorry. What is this town called?
This is Fono.
Oh, okay. Where is that exactly? I don't really know the area.
Well, this is Fono. Here, take a flyer.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. He just continues on, like, confused.
I just, like, look down at the flyer. Doesn't say anything important.
It's just, like, a trades flyer saying, like, oh, come down to the docks, there's blah, blah, blah. It's got the specific name of Cragtooth Brews. Cragtooth Brews. It's like just offering a deal, like a 2-for-1 kind of deal down at the docks. But yeah, it says Phono. Yeah, what would you like to do?
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to try to find someone looking for work, or somebody who's trying to like find someone to like work for the day. Maybe just like cleaning the docks or something.
Perfect. Roll an investigation check.
18.
Wonderful. Okay, so yeah, you head down to the docks. There is a younger woman who looks a little out of sorts. She's wearing like moderate clothing, but it looks like it hasn't been washed in a while. She's got like a frizzy blonde hair to her. Human. What's up? She's like, she's just sweeping the docks, and she. Oh, hi.
Hi. I'm sorry to bother you. I was just looking for maybe a little bit of work for today. I don't. I'm new to town.
Hands you the broom.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Ferrin? Mr. Ferrin? I have trouble raising my voice. Mr. Ferrin?
Mr. Farron?
She stumbles around. A more like well-decorated man kind of is getting off of a ship and walking along the dock towards you guys. Black hair that's kind of like thrown back gracefully, and like a nice gold chain with like a gold pendant, that like gold locket that opens up, and he walks over and he's like, "Oh, and who do you think you am?"
I'm sorry, sir. She just couldn't call to you, and I'm just looking for some work.
Ferrin, Captain Ferrin.
Oh, hello, Captain Ferrin.
I am
sir.
quite should be addressed with respect upon my docking area.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Fina, are you okay? Yes, she wanted to work. I gave her a broom, and give me that. And goes to take the broom from you.
I just kind of like hold it.
Roll a strength check.
You know what? Actually, I need to look at my sheet for that.
Nice.
Just a regular strength check.
Yep.
16.
16. He's like, looks around, makes sure nobody saw, and is like, respect I expect, Miss.
Thorn. My name is Thorn. I would just really like a job if you can help me, please.
Looks a little confused, looks at the woman, she's like, sure, we can find some work for you. I should speak with my business partners, but we can. What do you do?
I can lift things. I'm really strong. Yeah. And I mean I can clean, I guess.
Cleaning would be. May I?
Just hand him the broom.
Right, he's like, boy. And there's like whatever, and look around. Boy, you'll see like that page who was handing over the parchments before he comes up, and he's like, no, deliver this, and he takes the letter, gives it to him, and shells him like 2 silver, and he's like, thank you, and runs off. Looks at the letter and continues going. If you looking for work, you can probably go to my partner's house. It gives you the address of like, well, you'll have to find it. You're not really familiar with where the address would take you, but he gives you an address to a house written down quite nicely and gives it to you. Looking for a cleaner, I guess. Thorn. Right. tell Fina sent you.
Okay.
And Fina's like, okay, okay, bye.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Fina. Just like scurry off.
Thank you. Continues on. Roll another investigation check for me.
14.
14. Okay. It takes you a little while to look throughout the city. You know, you go through like the lower area, which is closer to the docks. And then none of the addresses match. But you're familiar with like the layout of Torvain addresses as forgot the name of my own city.
Phono?
Yeah, the other one that you're from.
AMR.
AMR. AMR has close ties with the allied nations, so they would have very similar layouts. So you eventually make your way to the upper class area of the city. And what you do find the both of you. As you're kind of meandering around, you're looking for that. You saw that gentleman kind of duck off. And behind like a very like large stone wall of a building, and as you're approaching, I assume, you would see this as well. You hear this cry coming out from behind that wall. A woman like screaming, absolute bloody murder. She's like, "Please help! Just help me! They've taken my baby!" She stumbles out. You see a very well-dressed brunette woman, elvish, very like simple, definitely upper class, and she's distraught. There's like, it's overt runny makeup, the whole 9 yards. Like buttons are like undone on her shirt. Like she's like, it looks like she's just been like thrown herself out into the streets. Please, someone. I just need someone. Please, you, sir, come here.
Oh,
please.
Hi. Is everything okay?
Grabs you by the my baby.
I mean, like the little ones.
Thorn, you see this just in the street. They have him! And points to like the building from like she came out from like behind a wall, and it's quite a nice building. It's got like about a 10-foot like stone and marbled wall around it, and there's 2 guards posted out front. They took my baby. You have to help me.
I'm sure we can.
You have to.
I'm sure we can sort something out. Thank you.
I get so upset. They won't let me see.
I will talk to them for you, okay?
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you.
Those ones?
Yeah, those
Okay.
ones right there. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Thanks. Okay. Just kind of waits.
I'll walk up to the guards.
Sure. So you make your way over to the 2 guards stationed there. They're well armored. 2 human men, like the same, very like upper class, kind of like coiffed. There's a very style here of like parted in the middle, thrown back. These guys look a little gruffer than the gentleman you had met before, but yeah. Walk up.
Hi. There
Hello.
seems to. There's a woman over there, and I don't know if you're quite aware, but she seems to be missing a baby.
No, she's crazy.
Well, yeah, I thought so too, but I mean,
She's standing over there. She's like,
Thorn like offers her a little tissue.
okay. I mean,
we don't have a baby.
I can I get a beat on this guy? Is he?
Roll an insight check.
It's another natural 2.
Nice.
Turns
Yeah,
into
you're
6.
on the ball tonight.
Yeah.
For sure. Let me find my... Cool. He's hard to read. Like, he's keeping his composure very well. And the other guy looks a little bit confused, but is very focused on the fact that you're talking to them. They're like, we don't have a baby, and if you have no other business here, I'd like you to leave now. Thank you. This is private property.
Well, who lives here?
And who is asking?
Nobody. Have a good day. And I'll start walking around the building. And is there any windows on the bottom floor?
There's like a large stone wall around the entirety of the building, but you kind of roll a perception check.
That's better. For 14.
Okay. There are windows on the bottom floor. It's quite a nice house. It's got about 3 stories total. All the blinds are closed, and the grass is definitely greener on the inside, kind of ordeal. There's like hedges that are like carved into like these beautiful swans and like fish and elaborate decorum.
I'm gonna look at this woman for a second, and I'm gonna pull off my large scarf, and I'm going to approach the guards again, just kind of slowly, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm really sorry. I feel like we got off on the wrong foot here. I just wanted to make sure that there was nothing that I could do to, potentially just take a quick look at, we'll just make sure that, give a crazy lady some peace of mind.
Roll persuasion or intimidation, your choice. So I have lost a note. That's okay.
13.
13? Okay. Look, I don't have time for any of your shit. No. Sorry, that's very nice, but you're gonna have to leave now. You see, as he turns around, there's the barred gate at the front, so you can kind of see the front door, and one of the blinds quickly closes, and he's like, now, thank you. I'd like that now.
Well, have a good day.
Wonderful.
I'll go back to the lady.
Sure. Thorn, you're standing there with the lady. Thorn, if you'd like to describe what Echo sees.
Oh, okay. You see a 5 foot, 2 inches young girl. She's got kind of a cute chubby face, little button nose. She's a half orc. She has very tan skin and lots of big kind of rock freckles on her face. And she has wild curly hair that's kind of in a ponytail, but it looks like she slept on it wrong. It looks like she hasn't seen a mirror in a couple of days. She's probably a little bit dirty.
Nice. And so Thorn, you are having this conversation with a woman. She's like, they took my baby. It's just not fair. It was my husband owed him a debt. And I haven't seen him all week.
So they have your baby.
That's my baby.
Inside the house.
Inside the house.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sure they will let your baby go. I'm sure. So your husband owed this person money?
I guess so. Sometimes he would trade, and he wouldn't tell me when he was trading, and then he brought me a dress, and then now he's gone, and
they have your
my baby.
I know.
They have my baby.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Is the address on the pamphlet or the address that I have? Is it that house?
It's the one next door.
It's the one next door. Oh, okay. Well, calm down. Maybe we should just get you home so you can rest, and I'll try to help you find your baby.
Thank you so much. Just grabs you in a hug and just like squeezes so tight.
Yeah.
She does not smell good.
Okay.
She is a sweaty mess.
You can let go now. Thank you. Yep.
Thanks. And just like grabs you, holds you a little closer as you see Echo. Would you please describe what Thorn sees?
Yeah. So Echo he's an elf before anything else. He has a kind of like a pastel orange complexion with a splattering of like vivid red freckles. Slicked back hair that starts the most blonde you've ever seen and kind of transforms into like a red, like a deep crimson red as it reaches his shoulders in the back. You would kind of recognize, or you potentially could recognize, I'm not sure, him as an Autumn Eladrin.
Cool.
Other things of note, he wears a military jacket that is in stark contrast to the rest of his kind of autumn-themed wardrobe. It is blue, navy blue, and teal. And he has some medals on his shoulder. But you also notice one other thing, which is that Echo looks fucked up.
Okay.
He looks messed up. His arm missing completely, and in its place is instead a prosthetic, a metal prosthetic arm. His face looks like he was in a recent car accident. And he is missing one eye completely. And otherwise he looks cut, bruised, swollen still, very injured.
So yeah, you walk up and you see this woman has this young half-orc just gripped.
Sir, please.
Did you find my Abby?
I'm sorry. It seems like, I mean, maybe this can. Are you sure it's that household?
Liars! And she screams, and the old man, like the guard, just kind of like says something to the other guard. And he goes inside the gate and locks it. And he takes the stand in front. She goes, they know! They have him. You gotta do something.
Can I roll an insight check on her?
Sure, roll insight.
Not that bad. 10.
10? She's definitely blowing it up a little, for sure. She's putting on a bit of a show, for sure. But there's genuine distress and worry coming from her, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
This baby of yours.
Yeah.
Would you care to describe this baby so I don't, get the wrong baby?
Okay.
If I go get this baby?
He's like small and just so beautiful. Just like rocks nothing.
You have described most babies.
Oh, but he's mine.
Does he have brown hair?
Yeah. Oh,
Whiskers?
brownie.
I think we're quite done here. Thank you very much.
Starts like continuing to cry.
Did she just say his name is Brownie?
Is that a typical name in these parts? I'm not really sure.
You know what? I'm not really from here either, but that sounds like a dog to me.
As you guys are having this conversation, she's just like still moping to herself, and you hear from inside the wall, "Hey, get him, go, go!" The gates, cling, like something slams against them from the inside, and whipping around, you would see a younger man, hair tied up in a like top pony. He's wearing like leather armor with like a leather sash, like a dark leather sash over it that has some engravings, writing of some sort of cross. He's got 2 daggers on the side, the full cliche, and he's got chest under one arm and a basket under the other. He leaps over the wall, a 10-foot wall, lands on the other side, and he's like, let's go. And she's like, oh my, finally. And just runs. And the 2 of them take off into the city. The guard's like, looks at them, looks at you.
Don't look at me. I thought you were the guard.
And the one guard runs off while the other one's still trying to unlatch the gate on the inside. What are you guys doing? Doing anything or just letting it happen?
Can I trip the guard as he runs by?
Yeah, roll attack roll. Roll an attack roll.
Don't add anything?
It would be
I guess
like
+4, so
unarmed
16.
strike. 16?
Yeah.
Cool. +4, wow. Yeah, it just hits. As he's running by, you just hear as he slams into the ground in front of you, just ever so slightly, just enough to nick him and knock him off guard as he full on face plants into the ground. There's like some gravel on his face.
Why?
What was that?
Why would you do that?
Get him! And just runs up. The other guard opens the gate, and 3 more guards come out with the other one that was there. And they look at you. One goes after the guard that ran away, and the other 2 just start charging at you guys.
It was an accident.
Yeah, they just like grab you. They're gonna make.
I'm running. I'm absolutely running.
Okay, roll athletics checks for me. Are you running as well? What are you doing?
Yeah, probably.
I am.
Okay.
Also retiring that die right away.
Right away. Get that out of the way. 18. Okay.
Less.
Oh, athletics check. Probably a little bit more than that. Give me a second.
6. Nice. Okay.
20. Dirty 20.
20. Kick of a heel. You turn around. You're like, it's her. And she's gone. What the fuck? As one of the guards just full on barrel tackles you and takes you to the ground. The other one's charging after you, Thorn. I'd like you both to roll initiative, please.
I thought we weren't doing combat today.
Oh, I didn't roll well on initiative though. 8.
8. Cool. Okay.
Hey, this is fun. I also got an 8.
Let's see. Okay,
We go at the exact same time.
Coordination.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful friendship.
And then both of you got 8s. Who wants to go first? Actually, I'll let you guys intermit. Well, you're not technically allies yet, so who's got the higher dex?
I do. I
Cool.
assume.
I would assume so. Mine's only a +2.
I got
All right, so
+3.
we've-
You're really close.
Echo, and then
You should see my
Thorn.
character sheet. It's like +2, +2, +2, +1, +0, +2.
Okay, yeah. That's in line with what I have.
So you see the 2 people who, the woman and the man who jumped over the wall are booking it, and they're going towards the docks. The other guard who you tripped and gave them a substantial lead is running after them with one guard trailing behind. Which way are you going? Towards the docks, away from the whole situation altogether?
Probably whatever. Probably away from the situation altogether. She probably doesn't know where she's going.
Cool.
So, want to roll a die for it?
Yeah, let's do it. Roll a d4, northeast, southwest. North is towards the docks.
3.
All right.
South.
South. So you're running like through the upper city. Cool. This guard's like running after you. Cool. The guards are gonna go. So he's gonna take his full movement to catch up to you, and he is going to make an attack to try and tackle you. That is a 15.
15?
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
That's just against your AC.
Just against my AC? Oh, yeah. He'll definitely hit me 12.
Okay. He just full on tackles you to the ground, like grabs your like back foot and pulls you down. You take 1 point of damage.
1 point of damage.
And you're not prone, but you're grappled. Perfect. The next guards. He's already got you down, Echo. He's going to pull out a set of shackles and try to shackle you. Let's roll another. I say athletics versus your athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Cool.
This is.
That's better.
That's
better.
That's the best roll today.
Wow. All right.
It's still only a.
Oh no.
Oh, it's a 17 actually.
Okay. Yeah, so he pulls out the shackles and immediately you're like, no way.
Yep.
He acrobatics. So he goes to like grab one arm, pulls it back, and grabs your other arm and like expects some give, and there's just none, and he's like, what the heck? Allowing you to slip out from his grasp. What are you doing?
I run under his arm and I look at the rooftops.
Okay, roll a perception check.
17.
Closer to the docks, like the lower end of the city, they're a little lower, but the ones that are immediately around you are, there's only like a few that are walled around, but they're usually 2 or at least 3 stories tall.
Did I see which way Thorn ran?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
She ran deeper into the upper city.
I'm going to run in her direction. Cool. But no, I'm going to Misty Step to the rooftops.
Okay.
So immediately there's like this pop of energy and like a flash, he's just gone and on the roof. And he's just running full bore.
Beautiful. The guards just like, just shouting around to like whoever else is like near him. The other guards have already taken off, and he just begins to like try and run after. Does he even see which way you go? Yeah, he catches you like where you land on the top of one of the rooftops. Now these buildings are a little spread out, so you're definitely gonna have to jump quite a ways to jump in between, but it's totally doable. So you jump up there, and full movement would get you to like the edge of the first building, so you don't have to make the jump yet.
Okay, yep. I'm
cool.
Just moving.
Hauling
the
after
shackles
Thorn.
are terrifying.
Actually, as soon as you arrive at the top of the building, you see at like 2 buildings ahead, Thorn just tackled to the ground. A little half-orc girl just absolutely clobbered by this large guard. Cool. Next up is Thorn.
Okay. Do I see anything in the vicinity that is throwable?
Throwable?
Yeah.
So you're in like the upper end of the city. There's some like nice benches.
Mm-hmm.
There is like just like general seating area. There's like some nice grassy patches. It's like a cobbled stone rather than gravel the higher up you get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you probably got some potted plants that people have like laid out in front of their house. Just like, oh, I'm extra bougie.
Yeah.
I have potted plants outside my house. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'm going to catapult a potted plant onto this guard's head.
All right, so he's like got you by the ankle, like crawling his way up your shin to like
I'm
get
trying
down.
to like kick him and be like, let go!
As roll attack with catapult, please. Ranged spell attack.
Oh, come on. Can't do better than that. Oh, it's actually a dex save.
Oh,
for him.
okay, cool, perfect. So a dex save,
Dex save of
for the
12.
guard. No, absolute abominable fail. That's a 5.
Okay, let's roll damage.
Ooh, D&D Beyond dice.
I know, so fancy.
everybody.
13 damage.
13 damage. Holy cannoli!
Takes the head off.
You watch as like Thorn like is trying to kick him off, turns around. What does it look like when you
I feel like she
catapult?
looks at the potted plant and she just like, her eyes glow a little and then it just like flies up and then lands on this guy's head.
Yeah,
Like
so-
full speed.
Full on just blasts into him. The pot shatters over his head, and he's just out. He's just out.
Get this meathead off of me!
He's let go. You're totally free. Cool. You have your movement as you're no longer grappled. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna try to like run a little bit further ahead and try to like duck into an alleyway somewhere and just like hide.
Sure. Roll a stealth check for me. Just general. I'm not saying you're hiding as the action. I want to
Yeah.
know what you're at.
Alright, well, She's not great at it.
Cool.
Stealth. 9 plus 2, 11.
11. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So you run ahead. You see as Thorn like ducks into a side building. You still have an eye on her from the roof, but aside from the guard who was tackling you, there doesn't seem to be anybody else immediately pursuing her. Next up. Okay. You see as the guard gets up. Hello? What the fuck is going on? Hi! And he like starts signaling to like the house to try and call somebody over. Like you see a couple of the, actually you don't. Cool. You don't see anything. You don't see anything at all. And he just begins to take up, he's like running up the between the two houses that were on the opposite side and are trying to keep an eye on you while trekking up farther into the city. He's trying to like circle around, but there's nothing he can do. He's just like, get down! Get down here right now! Get down!
No.
Hey! He's like, what the fuck just happened? Because as you guys know, like magic is still rare, like super rare. So he's freaking out. The guards are freaking out. Everyone's freaking out. And it is your turn, Echo. You're on top of the roof. He's like trying to circle around. At this point, can you roll a perception check for me?
9.
9. Okay, cool. 9.
10.
10.
We like this.
Well, that actually would make a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
You don't see guards, but you hear like whistles and like bells ringing. And you would see coming from the east end of the city. The east end of the city is like horseback people riding, coming towards. Oh shit! What are you doing?
God damn it. I'll like circle back. I'll run for the edge of the roof and try to jump to the next rooftop.
Okay, so you shake it off and you kick. Make a. This would be athletics. Just like a raw jump, unless you can convince me otherwise.
No.
Okay, athletics check.
Let's fail together, guys.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Nice.
Yep.
my heart.
4.
4. Okay, that's a 4. That's great. So we all fail
wanna fight
together.
about
That's
it?
what.
Yes,
that's
I
what's
do.
important. Beautiful. So yeah, you kind of take a breath. And you're like, I got this. Just you're used to higher places. You've worked on the walls.
Visualize.
As the clay shilling on top of the roof takes out, and there's no momentum. They're just falling. The ground just gets closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. Dexterity saving throw, please. As you're just seeing green grass.
16.
Nice. So the slip of the clay tile kind of gives you a little bit of momentum, so you don't land inside the walls of the building. You get outside the walls of the building.
No.
Okay, that's really lucky. That's 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
So that's half.
that was a lot of dice for 4 points.
Yeah, I rolled really low, but it was 8, half to 4. That is because, for anybody, we will be explaining this more in like our actual proper first episode, going through everything we're doing right now. But he rolled a dexterity saving throw in which I made like a DC, a difficulty class in my head. If he beat that, then what I would do is half the damage of the amount of damage he would take for falling off the roof, which is what happened. As you land, you still have a bit of movement. I'm going to say, even though it was like 40 feet, I'll say it only used 20 feet because you went so quickly.
Oh, and mostly down.
And you're not prone, so... The guard is maybe 15 feet away from you, is like...
If I stand up, That's my movement, isn't it?
No, you're not prone. You succeeded on the dex save. You're not prone. So you've like landed like all that damage. You like landed on your knee, and you just felt this shockwave go up your knee, into your hip, into your chest. Yeah.
I just run.
He's like, hey! He's gonna start taking after you. Perfect. Which way are you going? Towards Thorn or a different direction?
I want to go towards Thorn, but I'm not going to make it like a beeline directly because that seems unfair to her.
Just hiding behind a dumpster. Oh, no.
All right, Thorn. So you've like ducked behind a building. There is like a couple of trash bins in front of you. You don't see any guards, but you do hear those bells ringing. What are you doing?
Is there like another end to the alley sort of thing?
If you continue around, like this is like a nicer end, so there's like just some like cobble paths more or less that lead in between the buildings. It's not a dead end, so you could probably sneak out the other side.
Okay. I'm gonna see if there's like a different, like some clotheslines hanging somewhere, so I could just like grab someone's random clothes.
Sure, yeah.
Put them on and like cover my hair and just be like, gonna walk out of this alley.
Nice. Okay, so you grab some clothes here and there. Just like as you're running, you get like a child's t-shirt, like loose shirt, and then like a very large man's like pants that kind of come up to about here on you. But luckily they're like a drawstring tie, so you can put those around, the shirt on the head. You look totally normal. Can I get a deception or performance check?
Probably around the same. Da-da-da. Yeah, so 12.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, all right. So you throw these on and just start meandering through the other side. You don't see any guards immediately, but there's like a kid sitting on the ground and he's playing with some like wooden toys. His finger's like halfway up his nose and he's like, you look kind of weird.
Well, you look kind of funny too.
Mom! And just starts screaming.
Shit!
That's cool. So that's Thorn's turn. We're going to keep going. All right. Okay. So. Sorry, I just got to. Oh, I can't mutter under my breath anymore because the audience will hear it. Cool. Next up is the guard's turn. Let's see. I'm going to give them a disadvantage looking for you. Okay. Cool. All right. So the one guard that is like taken up behind you, Echo, you seem to have lost him. Like you're a fair amount faster than he is. And you like know the direction that Thorn went and you just start taking off like in the general kind of way. You see him like run past and like just take another divergence in the road. Thorn, coming out of like the side alley, you see he's a bigger guy. And he's, where'd he go? There's like a wash of like, there she, what is she, who is, pulls out his sword and is like, surrender!
No! And then she just keeps running.
You're running? Okay. He doesn't quite get to you, like that was his action and movement to get to you, so cool. So you're gonna begin you running again. Perfect. Echo, you're up. You're running in the general same direction, north. You kind of know where Thorn is. You know that she's ducked down a specific alley. What are you doing?
I'm going to kind of like slowly like approach the corner and see if because I saw the guard run past, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna like approach the corner and just kind of like look over the side.
Cool. So yeah, you go over to the corner and you see like Thorn making eye contact with him. You can kind of get that like view. You're behind him. He's facing away from you at Thorn, and Thorn's about to turn and run.
I just pick up a rock and I just throw it at the guard.
Okay. Roll an improvised weapon. So just plus your dex.
I'm gonna call it my dart. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'll talk to you about that later.
Sure.
Doesn't matter.
Nice.
We need to, that goes in dice jail. That one specifically keeps rolling
this is
a 5.
the third die in the dice trail.
We gotta get you new die. New podcast, new die.
Yay! That was a 10 to hit.
10 to hit. Right. So yeah, you throw the rock and it just ting off the side of his armor, and he's like, roll a stealth check. I just want a general. I'm gonna give you disadvantage for throwing a rock at him. Nice. I love this. What did you roll?
7.
7. Cool. Well, it's okay. He rolled a dirty 20. So he's like, and you look and there's like a mirror from the inside of the window, and he's just like looking dead at you through the mirror, and he's like, I'm so confused. And just starts begins to make his way towards you, I guess. But it's not his turn, so.
Do I have any movement left?
So Flu's, sure. I'll say you got about 10, 15 feet left.
What am I standing against?
You're standing kind of an alley, what would have been adjacent to the one that Thorn went by. And so there's a building in front of you, about 5 to 10 feet of space of walkway in between, and then there's a window in front of you with a mirror directly opposing it. And then you just got lucky and just saw through one mirror, saw you directly out the other mirror, and you're like, ah.
Yes. Is it possible to try to climb up the wall behind me and see if I can get back on the roof?
Sure, let's go with an acrobatics check.
I'm just gonna fail everything today. That's the plan.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. That's what, the 5th 5? I don't even know what's going on.
This is hilarious.
I never rolled this poorly.
It's meant to be.
Yeah, it was acrobatics, was it?
Yeah.
That's still a 10.
It's still a 10. Okay. So you begin to make your way up. I'd say, the buildings are a little taller. I'm going to cut your speed in half. So you get 5 feet up the wall. But
Looking down and I'm like, oh.
You put your foot on a windowsill and you're like, okay, I got that there. But your foot slips off. You're like, that's fine. I'm almost there. So I look down and you've made no progress. Nice.
Yeah, that checks out.
All right. Next up is Thorn's turn. The guard got hit by a rock and has diverted his attention. You got a free run.
Yeah. I'm going to run and try to, just find somewhere to hide again. Or, if there's a door somewhere that I can, open and then, just, go inside the nearest building.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Perception. 16.
16. Okay. Yes, you run, you get a little out of his view, and you see a building that doesn't have a wall. You're beginning to get out of, you've kind of, made your way through a few blocks of city at this point. And the houses are getting a little more simpler as they go to the more edges of the city. There's no, massive wall around Buenaflor, so you can kind of see the forest farther to the south. It's nice. And you go over, are you knocking or are you just going into the building?
No, I'm just going for the doorknob and opening it and then just popping inside and slamming the door behind me.
Awesome. It's a simple 2-storied house. There's a window, door in the center, just goes in. So as soon as you go in, there's a family eating dinner at a table. Half works as well. Just sitting there and they're like,
I think she just looks at them and starts crying, I hate this town. I don't know where I am. Can you help me?
There is 2 men on either head, 2 half-orc men on either side of the table, and a girl and a boy child sitting just eating. And one of the men kind of gets up, and he's quite tall. His dad's about 6'7", 6'8". And he walks over. He's like, "Of course, come in. Are you hungry?"
Oh, I'm really hungry and her stomach's just growling constantly. It's I haven't eaten for days. I don't know where I am.
Oh, take a seat. Here, sit the place. And the boy goes over and grabs some plates and stuff from the kitchen, runs over and starts beginning to plate. Beautiful.
She's just sadly shoveling food into her mouth.
The sounds of the horses get louder, Echo. As you kind of you're 5 foot up the wall, you're yeah, I got this. Okay, just keep going. You could probably get up before the guard even got to you anyways, at the speed you're going. You hear a horse's trough and stops. turn. Nobody on the horseback.
Just a horse?
17. Does that pass your AC?
Yeah.
Cool. So as you go to look at the horse, on the other side of you, you feel this like wind kind of blow against your real arm and quickly turn as you feel somebody grab right here and lift. Just lifts you up.
Oh.
It is a very, very, very large man. Just like all jaw. He's all jaw. Full on mutton chops. Bandana around his head. He's got a brown leather cloak over. He looks like he should be way too hot for this weather. He's like, and you are a bad man.
I mean, isn't that subjective?
You are a bad man.
Oh.
Puts you down. Just grabs one of your hands, and he's going to roll a contested. Actually, it would be strength or athletics, for you, or athletics or acrobatics. I can't do D&D today. Sorry, guys. It's gonna end it here. Nice.
9.
9. Wonderful. He grabs your hand and just twists it behind your back, and he's like, "Oh, bad man, you have a bounty on head. Thank you. I take you now."
I don't.
And
think
he's
I
just like grabs you, puts shackles on your hand, and just starts walking.
No.
As you're like being pulled backwards, he's like pulling you like a dog on a leash. Just kind of.
No.
The guard comes up and he's like, That was mine. I had it completely under." He's like, "You are useless," and just pushes him. What are you doing?
Please let me.
Oh, no, you're bad.
No, please.
Oh no, you're bad.
Look,
man.
you don't know who I am. You have no idea. My father's very powerful. Please let me go.
Roll a persuasion. Yeah, roll a persuasion check.
Oh my.
I have no idea what's going on tonight. It's 7.
I'm surprised you've lasted this long. Let's be honest. He's like,
It's to roll
yes,
a new
yes, my
character."
daddy left me too, and just keeps walking. Yeah, you're just being dragged away to the point. Like, do you stop or are you just letting yourself drag?
I'm hitting him. I'm fighting.
Yeah, you're fighting. Cool.
Yeah,
it's
like,
useless.
kicks, headbutts.
Nice.
Everything.
All right, yeah, you're just wailing on him. This man's just taking it. He's like, "Please stop, doggy. Come on."
Is it both my arms are in cuffs?
Yeah. You're like behind your back. You're hitting him. You're wailing on him. Actually, I'll say roll an attack with disadvantage.
9.
Whoa! This is insane. Okay, so let's take a moment to appreciate. I don't think you've rolled maybe above a 10 once.
I think I rolled a 12 one time, and it's 10 10 or below every other time.
Wonderful. So let's just take a moment to appreciate that Echo's dead. Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, Echo,
Good run I
you're
had.
being dragged
Yeah.
away. I'm gonna take you over the initiative.
Can I try
Yep.
one more thing?
Yep.
With my arm tied behind, or my arms tied behind my back, I'm just gonna like flex my false arm, and I'm just gonna remove it from its socket.
All right.
And
It drops off.
Yeah.
And you just clang clang as it's dragged across the
I
ground.
grab my own palm with my other arm,
Yeah.
and I start like
Wailing on him. Yeah.
hitting him, pulling away, trying to run. And some
Sure. Roll.
that doesn't matter. I failed. I lost my arm. And I failed.
Okay, yeah. You're just wailing on him. He's like, "Please stop it," and just grabs your arm. He's like, "Put it back." Oh shit. And just keeps walking.
I am screaming.
Bloody
I am
murder.
like I will not blow out the mics this early into the campaign.
Screaming.
Echo is screaming absolute bloody murder.
Perfect. Okay. So while that's happening, Thorn, you're having a nice dinner. They lay out some like fresh fish that was caught. It's like been pan-seared. This is the nicer end of the city. They seem to be having like a Sunday dinner kind of ordeal. And the man's like, "So, tell me what's going on?"
I am not from here.
Right.
I don't know how I got here.
You hear this?
I don't know what's going on anymore, and I keep waking up
Oh,
in taverns with no money, and they keep telling me I made a scene, and I don't even drink. I'm 16.
kind of looks at his husband and is like, And he's like, I swear to God. If you need a place to stay.
I would love a place to stay. Just like shoving a whole piece of fish in her mouth.
She's like, Harriet, you can stay with your sister. And he's like, yeah. Okay. It's like not happy with it at all. And his sister, Marion, is like, why does he have to stay in my room? I don't want to. He doesn't want to. We're good house guests, and that is what we do. So, okay. You can stay in Harriet's room. Beautiful. And that'll end combat for now. Echo, as you're being dragged throughout the city, kicking and screaming, you're eventually brought to like a series of guards who have like a large, it's a carriage almost, but a steel carriage, drawn by horseback. It has the emblem of the Cronus clan. They're a mercenary group that does work for the Allied Council on general, just to collect average bounties. They're essentially legal pirates. Pulling you up, and he just lifts you up and then lifts your arm and puts you in the back. He's like, you bad man, you go to jail now. Bounty on head for crack tooth. You also really hurt my arm.
What? I mean, what bounty, please?
You bad. You steal from house and bounties.
No, I mean, that wasn't me.
No bounty. So I pay for food this way. So you go nicely so I can eat good.
I'm headbutting him in the face.
Ow! Stop it! Stop it!
Oh.
Stop it!
Oh, I got a headache now.
He pushes you in and closes the door.
Let me out. Let me out.
He walks away, and one of the guards is like, yeah, just sit tight. You'll be in jail soon. Where are we taking this one? He's like, I don't know. And he goes over, and he's like, there's another guard who comes around, looks like a little bit more regal, and he's like, I think the Cragtooth is supposed to be taking a Burkabee. That's outside their regular walkabout, so their other members shouldn't find him there. He's like, Burkabee jail! Okay, sugar, let's go! Taps on the caravan, and it moves. You're heading out of Phono. Thorn, you have a wonderful evening. They feed you. You're taken up to a room. It's quite a nice big room. You're used to it, but it's been a while since you've been in one. So they bring you up to the room. They get you like some fresh sheets for the bed. You're brought up some clothes. They don't exactly fit. They're of one of the man's, and kind of gives them to you. And he's like, "I'm sorry so much, but you look like those aren't your clothes anyways, so..." Mind you, you've still got the child's shirt on your head and pants up.
Oh, right, I'm sorry. I just like start taking the shirt off of my head.
And he's like, have a good sleep. I hope everything goes awry. Or it doesn't go awry for you. Secretly, he's the man. Rest up. We can sort out whatever's going on in the morning. Glad I could help.
Okay, thank you.
You're so welcome. Goes out, closes the door. Over the next couple days, there's not too much. You have like the next day, full day. They kind of feed you. They try to figure out what's going on. Do you explain to them fully the truth?
I'll tell them I'm from Aomar, and
Okay.
I don't know how I got here.
Wow, they're just like, that's quite a ways. My God, and they're just taking in all the stories, and they're sharing stories, and they're telling familial stories, and some time until you hear a on the door. It's like, oh, I'll get it. We're not expecting guests. And goes over, opens the door, and there's some like hushed tones spoken in between. He's like, I see. Oh my. Turns around and
You know, I forgot something in my room. I'll be right back.
Yes. And opens the door, and as he does, you run up the stairs. The guy's like, that's on! And they run up the stairs after you. I'm gonna get you to roll just a general athletics check.
Okay. Ooh, yikes.
I'm gonna give them advantage because there's 3 of them.
I think that's a 4.
4, yeah. Quite quickly, they take you, they grab you like one arm, and like by the waist, and just lift you up, and begin to like crab you out, carry you out, whatever crabbing is, carry you out. They shackle your legs, shackle your hands, and apologize to the guy. The kids are like, but she's our friend. They're like, no, she's bad. There's Cragtooth bad. They're terrified. There's like the welcoming faces of just like pure betrayal that like they helped a fugitive. As you're taking out, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to add my passive perceptions for everyone soon.
10.
10. Okay. Something is handed to them. And you're brought out in shackles. Similar idea. What are you gonna do? They begin to carry you throughout the city, like an arm under arm, and you're just lifted off the ground as your legs are bound, your hands are bound.
No, there's much I can do. Let's see. Those. No, I think she's just gonna like try to fight her way out of it, like try to like wiggle her way out.
Sure. Let's just roll 2 more athletics checks from you.
20. 16.
Genuinely rolled a natural 20 when you said 20, and then an 18.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I would have loved that. Let's just keep it going. I want you to find like a whole new family set up there as Echo's being taken away.
No.
They bring you to another metal carriage. You don't see the gentleman that Echo saw. But they take you in the carriage. There's actually yourself and one other person who has actually a bag or like a sack over his head, who sits there quietly. It's just thrown in, and the carriage begins to take you away. Anything else you'd like to do?
Can I just try to like scoot closer to the other person?
Sure, you do, and you get a little closer, and you like just barely nudge him, and he...
Wow, so scary. She's gonna nudge away from that person and just kind of like sit there quietly, just very scared.
And for the next couple weeks, you both do. And that is where we'll end the session.
Oh, God.
Fucking damn it.
We both been kidnapped.
Woo! All right, well. Thank you so much, guys, for coming to see our part 1 of the session 0.5s. Thank you, Mark and Emily, for playing Echo and Thorn so well. I may have had an agenda to push. But hey, I was like, what are they going to get out of this before I can shackle them up? So thank you all for coming. We're going to be uploading part 2 very soon. So I'll see you then.